sunflowers. Got some ants going on over here. I need to get some molasses put out. Over here, starting to take off a little bit. We got our 2 little passion fruit vines, and this one actually put a flower off the other day, but I didn't get out here to get a video of it. Hopefully we'll have lots more. Looks like we've already got a couple more buds on this one. Yeah. I'm carrying the baby on. Hear me huffing and puffing. She's on my hip. And this little guy is just starting to get going. Right now I've just got these planted here because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with them. And I want to be able to move them if I need to. Oh, good morning. Good morning. There is bloom number 2. There's yesterday's bloom. And there's number 3. I actually plan to do some cross-pollinating with these this year. Try to get some seed pods. Hopefully I'll be able to have a chance to show you guys that. Technically I can do it on this plant and I think it will work. But at the same time there's the possibility that because it's the same plant, I don't know. I really like to do it with other plants. That's how I got these little bitty ones, right? I think I told y'all that is by cross-pollinating probably about 5 years back. 2 of these bigger ones like this together, and they actually gave me these little throwback tiny things that I figure eventually will get big, but this is the first year that they've bloomed at all. Not a lot going on over here yet. I've got some nasturtiums in the back that have started to bloom, and I'll show you guys that later today when I get my boots on and get out. Sorry, see, little baby hand. Oh, I gotta get this covered back up. Those are supposed to be giant coxcombs, so hopefully they will. So I've really been worried, and you can see some things are drowning. Much hard is just about gone. We've had so much rain. There's a whole bunch of corn I planted there like 2 weeks ago. I'm sure it's just soggy mess in the ground now. But that is life, and rain is unpredictable. This is Texas. We do get a lot of it, so it's usually not this late in the season. As you can tell, some of my peppers are trying to kick back. I have a ton of jalapenos over there. I'll show you that in a minute. I've got some overwintered pepper plants from last year. And this is just my 2nd year growing, so I'm just a beginner. And this, I guess, is kind of what a beginner level garden looks like. All of these beans that you can see in these 2 rows right here, I don't know if you can see them very well, they're little. I started them inside my sun porch and have moved them out at different times, so they're all a little different ages. Some of them are doing terribly. Looks like we'll have to take a look at the ones on the other end. It looks like something's eating them. And some of them look like they might be okay, but there's just been so much water, and this part of the yard just retains it. We've got that East Texas clay. Our topsoil's great, but I've got a lot of little volunteer marigolds this year. That I had marigolds all around this bed last year. We had lots of peppers and melons and stuff, and a lot of weeds too, but I didn't plant any of these marigolds. There's at least a dozen so far that I've seen coming up, and I'm sure I'll come out and plant some more because they do help so much around the garden. Keep the bugs away, stuff like that. So these are those overwintered jalapenos that I was talking about a second ago. Get a better shot pot in here so you can see. They're just really kind of loaded down already. Oh, I think something maybe got one of them. I felt like there were more yesterday. But cute little jalapenos. These were slow growers last year, y'all, and I took them inside. These Cajuns are the same. I took them inside and babied them over winter. And they started trying to produce flowers before I even brought them outside. So I just kept pinching them off and letting all that energy go down into the roots. They're doing pretty well. My purple looks like it's sad over there in the middle. See how it's yellow? Need to keep an eye on it. Maybe put something on it. But then I've got all these new little baby peppers, and you can totally tell the difference. Yeah, something just ate these two beans completely up. There's nothing left of them. That stinks. But the great thing about nature is it tries to grow no matter what. So I'm hopeful. Yeah. That stuff just wanting to grow. Let me give you a little tip, my opinion about something. This is a Vitex. Some people call it Texas lavender. See that? And that, there's another one down the other end. Here's the deal with this. My grandmother planted this long before I moved into this house. Because they are beautiful. They put out these gorgeous purple flowers that are like long and tenderly, and it looks like lavender. And the bees love it. It's a great pollinator. But it grows and grows and grows. We have cut it back to the ground I don't know how many times. I guess because eventually I'm going to want this space for the garden. I guess I'm going to have to dig them out completely. But yeah. So my opinion on these, they're great if you know you're never going to want to move them and you don't mind cutting them back a couple of times a season. But you see, I've done some work already on these, and there's already big old shoots that I need to go and take out. And they're getting really tall, and I don't like them that tall. So, just my 2 cents on the matter. I wouldn't choose these. I would choose something that had a pretty flower and put off food, but it is a good pollinator. So there's that. Almost the end of May in Texas. It's going to be hot real soon, you guys. I don't know what I can still plant and what I can't. This is a bed that I designed. It's actually not finished. I know it looks finished, but it's not. But I just ran out of time before the season started, so this is as far as we got on the concept. Hopefully you guys will see it grow over the next few years. Oh, Leroy, don't get in the flower beds or in the garden, please. Thank you. He's filthy. He's been out in the mud. But I've got some squash and some zucchini that look like it's going to be okay. I have lots of things that I planted in this bed that are not going to make it. It was just too late in the season, and they're too hot. I don't even know if you can see. Like right here is a little teeny tiny cabbage, and I just don't even know. There it is. I don't even know if it's going to do anything. I don't think it will. Also, I've been struggling with ants in this bed. There's another cabbage over there. And that one looks, I mean, it's cute, but I don't think it's going to make. It's too hot. Oh, all this, what is this? Buffalo grass, maybe? It is just everywhere, and I keep pulling it out. Every day I come out, I keep pulling it out and pulling it out. And it's got those long runners underneath the ground, so it disturbs the ground a lot of times. It makes things really frustrating. So, but got some zucchini in here, and had some peppermint balm back there just for fun. I don't know, it might be okay. We'll see. The stuff in the front's doing great. This back here has just been too wet, I think. This is a tiger melon. Oh, that's weird. Look at that, you guys. I don't think that's probably very good, but it's got orange. I'm guessing that's kind of the color the melons are gonna be. We'll see. They're supposed to be little and personal sized melons. And then I've got a watermelon bed. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a weed or not, or something that migrated from my planting, so I've just left it to kind of find out. I think it's probably a weed, but one little Brussels sprout out of this whole bed came up. Got some little teeny asparagus. Those obviously, you know, won't be edible for the next probably 2 years, is my guess. But we'll see if they even make it through the growth of this bed, if they can keep pushing through the layers of compost that will be added. A little bit basil. I've got some little bitty broccolis, and again, it's just way too late in the season. I don't think they're going to do anything. I'm probably going to be replanting this bed within the next month or so. Over there by the strawberries, though, I do have one cabbage that's trying to get big. Let's see. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to try broccoli and Brussels sprouts again in the fall. The cabbage too. I just don't think any of it's going to make. But we should have squash and zucchini and strawberries and melons out of this bed. I have 31 tomatoes that I just haven't put in the ground yet, because I've put my tomatoes over there along the back of my grandmother's fence line, and it just got soaked, and all of them died except for 2, and you can't even see them, they're so little. And the swimming pool frame is in the way. I have an idea, but for it for later in life, but I needed to get to go away. So probably what we're gonna do is put some cattle panel trellises up here in this spot. I don't even know if you can see. Let's see, I got a couple little tomatoes left. They're trying, but it's so soggy over here. My squash has done nothing but just wither on the vine. I haven't been out here yet. It's been so wet, y'all. You have to put on boots, and by the time you get back to the front, your legs are all dirty anyway. It's gross. Anyway, that's my little tour of the garden for today. I'm gonna walk over here and show you one last thing. I think my roses are done right now. I need to feed them. But I do have some little nasturtiums going on back here that I'm super excited about. This is gonna end up being kind of a whole herb system over here, but got these little nasturtiums and a few beans. See, that peppermint balm is doing way better. This lettuce looks way better up here. It's cooler under this big oak tree. It's a lot of shade over here. And my peppermint is actually in a pot in the ground, so it doesn't go crazy, but it actually, this is the first year it started to grow out of the pot. So we'll see. Probably have to do some cutting back on that, but I'm going to have some things built around it soon, hopefully.